Hi everyone, I'm Nina and this tutorial is dedicated to one of my most favorite things in the world, Pride and Prejudice. So today in this video you will see the entire process of drawing Mr. Darcy and Elizabeth Bennet, two main characters from the movie Pride and Prejudice, and of course I will be explaining and just commenting stuff along the way. I will also show you my traditional drawing of those two characters, and I will just say a few more words about this masterpiece. So hit the like button right now, subscribe to my channel to see more tutorials, and let's start. I'm drawing digitally in this video and using Procreate and 3 simple brushes. By saying simple, I mean they're not exclusive, and I'm 100% sure you can find something very similar for your software. Okay, I've created a screen size canvas and turned on the reference option. So now you can see the reference I'll be using for this painting. Let's talk about the sketching process. I chose a pencil brush for the sketch, and I'm starting with identifying 2 main figures on my canvas. And obviously these figures will be Mr. Darcy and Elizabeth Bennet. On this stage, it's a very rough sketch. I'm not drawing a lot of details right now, I'm basically marking some facial features, hair and clothes. When my rough sketch is done, I'm creating a new layer, turning down the opacity of the previous layer and making a clean sketch. Well, it's not that clean, it's just like clean enough for me. I also created a palette on a new layer, but I removed it later because I was just picking up colors from the reference window. But if your program doesn't have a reference option, it's a very good idea to create a little palette on another layer. Okay, and it's time to color. I decided to make it look like a painting, and from now on I will be using like 1 or 2 brushes in my work. Nothing fancy, like I said. Once I've heard advice to always start with the background, and I don't like this advice. So after I failed with painting the backgrounds, I moved to painting proud, condescending, quick to judge, and yet super kind, generous and intelligent Mr. Darcy. And rich too, by the way. So first, I'm filling in his face and hair and then making rough brush strokes to make it a little more detailed, and then moving to the jacket. To be honest, this version of Mr. Darcy isn't my favorites, but acceptable. Actually, I should do more projects with the things I like. It's also more fun, you know, guys. I'll definitely do more in the future. Okay, when Darcy got his main colors, I'm moving to Elizabeth and doing the same. First, I filled in her skin and hair, painting some simple details, and filled in her dress. Now I can turn off the sketch layer and start making it look more detailed and complete. I'm still using one single brush for these needs. By the way guys, a little backstory. Lizzie and Darcy met at the ball and Darcy said some rude things about Elizabeth without knowing that she heard everything. And he really shouldn't have said that because he soon fell in love with her so deeply. And next time they were at the ball, he came over to invite her to dance and she couldn't find the words to reject him, so she had to say yes. And it's this dance I'm painting right now. And the entire story is about Darcy and Elizabeth, of course, about them going through some things that society of that historical era not always accept. Well, I'm not gonna spoil anything, just so you know, it's a cool story and I really think all of you should watch it. That's it. By the way, guys, this is not my favorite version of Elizabeth either, but also acceptable. Actually, I think Colin Firth and Jennifer Ehle are the best Mr. Darcy and Elizabeth Bennet, and I made a traditional drawing of them. Look at this. This is a traditional drawing. You probably saw it on my Instagram if you haven't checked it out. And yeah, I actually highly recommend you guys to watch like these miniseries with Colin Firth and Jennifer Ehle by BBC because they're just so pure and real and I really love them. I think they're just great. And Bridgerton is a joke compared to this, like literally it's a circus. So yeah, check it out. I personally watch it like 5 times per year or something because I love it. Basically, I can render as much as I want. The more I render, the more detailed my work will look. So now when I think it's enough, I'm starting doing the background again to get this room feeling. They're at the ball, remember? So I'm making some rough strokes in a new layer and then blurring the entire layer. And now they're kinda in focus. And the last thing is to add some lights and highlights and I'm done. To be honest, I don't remember how many hours it took me to draw it, to paint it. I think maybe 3. And the hardest part was the sketch. All the rest was pretty simple. Of course, the possibility that is called undo is really cool, but I didn't use liquify tool, I didn't use a million brushes that are exclusive for Procreate, some options that are also exclusive for Procreate, other than the reference tool of course, but I don't think it's cheating. It's not, right? And so this is the end of my video. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, you are very welcome to ask them down below in the comment section and I will try to answer everyone. And right now I will show you the 30-second time lapse of the entire process, so enjoy and hit the like button and subscribe. See you in the next video, guys. Bye.
You have bewitched me in body and soul, and I love you.
From the first moment I met you, your arrogance and conceit, your selfish disdain for the feelings of others made me realize that you were the last man in the world I could ever be prevailed upon to marry.
You have said quite enough, madame. I perfectly comprehend your feelings, and now have only to be ashamed of what my own have been. Forgive me for having taken up so much of your time, and accept my best wishes for your health and happiness.